ACC, where you live and do so many games, it's an atmosphere like at Kentucky or at Oklahoma State where I've been. The place is really alive. And I'll tell you, in Los Angeles for college basketball, that's an upset.
George Raveling said when he came out, he was going to have to check, make sure he was in the right place. USC opens in a zone defense. It's not a straight zone. It's really a combination defense. They play some man-to-man, some zone.
Mitchell Butler from the baseline.
Butler, of course, with tremendous athletic ability. And that's one thing in the first game UCLA did not do very well, and that is get the ball inside that defense.
Sanders with a big screen caught Tarver. They try to get it down low. There's the first turnover of the game. Murray into the paint with a leaner. That is something that UCLA wants to do. Damon Sanders had a huge game. His best game as a collegiate against MacLean. Cooper outside. Tarver might have got a piece of that. It comes down underneath the line. Not a good help-out defense by the Trojans. Murray for three. And I'll tell you, when he gets a look, he's as good as anybody in the country.
George Raveling certainly in that zone defense knows that he's got to find MacLean and Murray, and that time just a breakdown on the part of the Trojans. You cannot leave Murray that wide open.
And a jam by Sanders. UCLA wants to get it down low. MacLean in and out. Minor the rebound.
Notice Matkins finds Minor right away across half court.
Stepping in front nicely. Mitchell Butler steps in front of Sanders, but no help. And the jam by Boyd.
Barry, everybody ran away
from State and very successfully up in Pullman. Hadn't had much opportunity to do that down here. Murray in the lane. Second try underneath is good by
free throw shooter, only 62%.
And a nice play by Boyd to keep it alive for Minor. And Harold Minor with 4 garbage points so far in the game.
UCLA's being out-scrapped early, Barry.
That's exactly what happened at Pauley Pavilion. That's Boyd. I think UCLA will give him that shot.
I think so. That did not look very good.
Murray for 3, his second.
That's where he's most dangerous with those.
But basically, we just got to play a little bit better. We had a horrible game, and they were terrific. And you got to come out and contain Minor and Cooper and Sanders and rebound the ball and get back on defense. You expect to win.
Matkins missed a 3-point shot.
Matkins in pretty good position.
Any other coach in America would say, are you kidding? But Minor can stick those. Tonight, unlike the last game, he wants to front, as you can see what he's doing right now, he wants to front Minor, just deny him the ball, because if Minor gets the ball, as he did right there.
Those fouls are Sanders and Boyd.
Cooper steps in front, 2-on-2. Cooper the opportunity, 3. And that brings the crowd.
And you just got to find those 3-point shooters and get a handout.
Here's MacLean again. 3-guard offense for George Raveling. He'll play that most of the game. And that is Chapman. It is a game of 3-point shots right now. Here's another one. Murray!
Against this Bruin defense.
Interestingly enough, this man has only had that's only his second shot from the perimeter. And it wasn't an easy shot. Chapman gets it back there.
USC, of course, playing that 3-guard offense. Much more room for Minor to maneuver in a transition game.
That's Derrick Martin.
He forced that pass.
Excellent defensive player, Gerald Matkins. And they'll give Minor that shot. The problem is, Minor will make it.
Matkins doesn't fly here. George Raveling, you can see him in the back of your picture there at the top of your screen, doing a lot of direction as the play goes on. MacLean's going to get fouled and score.
Boy, was that a tough shot.
MacLean's best moves when he gets the ball there, you really have to try to force him to the baseline, because from that position on that CB2, get it inside. Here you go. There's 1, 2 dribbles, and now he turns and he shoots the back.
And Martin still can't get it. Finally, the Trojans control it. 3-on-2. How about that reversal by Minor and a follow away? Big time play.
Self to the hoop. Now you talk about a big time play right there. Freezes the defense with that between the legs.
USC be very content to let Mitchell Butler shoot it from the perimeter and try to beat him. Glenn for three.
Board just couldn't hang on to it.
Got a hand on it nicely, though. Good position again on the offensive boards. MacLean the penetration, and the leader won't go. Murray gets it back. He tries it. Count the basket, and he'll go to the line.
Still, he puts it on the deck. He likes to go to the middle. You have to stop that play. Murray with the offensive rebound and the lean in, and there is Sanders with a personal foul. This game doesn't mean very much. However, maybe he should have tried a bounce pass under Tracy Murray.
And that is Boyd getting it. Batkins really is doing everything he can against Harold Miner. And Miner is still getting his points. Murray. And Miner the rebound. Cooper the outlet.
Great job by Boyd to get out and cover that shot.
Cooper jump stop all the way to the basket, spins it in.
Points a game in USC's wins against top-ranked teams. This is just a tremendous move. Edney's got to stop the ball. The thing coaches tell you on the fast break is somebody stop the ball.
Ran it down.
Edney did a nice defensive job. Stopped Cooper with the ball that time.
Quickness of the USC guards is really hurting the Bruins. Miner with a size advantage on Edney. And Miner has 13. And USC.
Oh, what a play by Miner!
Big time play by Miner on the defensive end. Cooper at the offensive end for three. Did he finish it? USC on a big run, 9-love over the last 2:24, and what a sequence a moment ago.
Some incredible intensity. Harold Miner getting back on defense. This is after he made a big play on the other end of the court, tips it away. Chapman gets the fast break started. That's nearly an NBA three-point.
Who had the rebound in the ball game now for George Ravel.
UCLA has missed some opportunities close to the basket.
Miner the fall away again, in and out. Second try once again. Ankrum with a rebound. Count that one as Hackett puts it down. Dwayne Hackett.
UCLA is getting beat in.
It's a gut check time now for UCLA because they are being soundly beat.
Boyd really giving MacLean all he wants.
MacLean rushed the shot, but Murray is there for the follow.
Hackett didn't block him out. There's that size advantage of UCLA working on that particular occasion. Hackett just couldn't keep him away.
USC really pushing it at the offensive end. Hackett again, a little fall away of his own. Chapman runs the rebound down. Gets it down low to Miner for the reverse stamp.
Wow. Get in.
It's a gut check time now for UCLA because they are being soundly beat.
Boyd really giving MacLean all he wants.
MacLean rushed the shot, but Murray is there for the follow.
Hackett didn't block him out. There's that size advantage of UCLA working on that particular occasion. Hackett just couldn't keep him away.
USC really pushing it at the offensive end. Hackett again, a little fall away of his own. Chapman runs the rebound down. Gets it down low to Miner for the reverse stamp.
Wow. Boy, is he fun.
Not only doing it, but doing it with a flourish tonight.
Man-to-man defense for SC.
Miner let Murray go that time, and Murray made him pay.
George Raveling really not getting the kind of help defense in the man-to-man that he'd like to have. Murray just should not be able to take it down the lane.
Murray has 19. Chapman. And another three.
It was UCLA early with the threes, but it's been SC of late.
Biggest lead. MacLean rushed the shot once again, and you pointed that out earlier. UCLA just not playing in any kind of rhythm at all right now.
Murray's going to pick up that foul, and interestingly enough,
UCLA generally has tried to penetrate with Martin in a situation like this. Let's see if they do that this time. Martin with the ball. Comes around the Butler screen. There's the penetration. Gave it up that time. And Matkins now can't find any place to go. And Martin pulls up and sticks it. A three at the buzzer. Not quite the way they drew it up.
Oh, it's exactly the way they drew it up, Barry. Are you kidding me?
Martin gets a three.
Martin with the penetration was actually looking for MacLean or Murray. This is the end of the play. Some real good defense by USC. Very nearly coming up with the basketball. Martin nearly out of bounds, getting it to go.
So we come to halftime of what has been just a wonderful basketball game so far. The home team, USC, leads it 48-41. Back to the studio. Game's not here for probably 20 years or so. I have never heard the crowd like this.
The rebounds total for USC. Here you can see Chapman hustling after the basketball. How can you not like a play like this? That's the only shot that he really had available to him, and he's got the ability to do it. For UCLA, Tracy Murray had a big first half, 19 points, and when he spots up for that three-point shot and he gets a chance to get himself factor. MacLean did not score in the last 10 minutes of the first half. They have to have him be more of an offensive contributor. And SC starts off the second half just as they left off the first. Gaiman Sanders. UCLA was not patient in the first half. MacLean, as you mentioned, is 3 of 11. Murray draws a crowd and still banks it in. Boy, Dravlin giving some advice to Cooper as he brings it across the timeline. Cooper started to step in, give it up to Glenn for 3. And Minor with a tremendous rebound. Got up over a leaper, Mitchell Butler. Minor, the fall away from the baseline, won't go. That was a tough shot. And he gets it back. When it's going right for you, it's all going right. And a three-pointer by Cooper, who wants a foul and probably it. And Sanders comes off, gets a pep talk from the coach. That was Minor reaching in with another defensive gem. Glenn pulls up, gets it. They're just doing it all right. It looked like Minor was out at half court.
I think the foul was away from the ball, but I'm not quite sure where. The reverse underneath by for almost a year and a half, just now getting into playing shape, still trying to find his shooting touch. Minor, the penetration and a reverse.
From an awful lot of different people. Harold Minor, of course, has had the big game, but everybody else is stepping up as well.
Yeah, Harold's getting a lot of help from his friends. Murray faces up.
Sort of slowed down a little bit, Barry, and I think that's to the advantage of UCLA. They are the bigger team and the slower team.
Minor won't go. Minor again. Not been much of a factor in this game, and you can't help but wonder if maybe it is painting him a little bit.
Hasn't really played very many minutes.
MacLean.
Boy, Boyd is doing a tremendous job staying in front of MacLean. To 7 or 6 with a three-pointer, so this game far, far from over.
Tarver for 2, won't go. Nice rebound underneath that time by Matkins and a critical sequence here for USC. Minor, what control.
What kind of a play is that? Changes his shot, just hangs up in the air to do it. It's hard to maintain your emotional intensity. And Wake Forest paying the price. There's a three-pointer.
Atkins with a good look that time, and once again, UCLA just will not go quietly. It's a 5-point game. That's as close as the Bruins have been in a long, long time, and MacLean is back for UCLA.
And USC just not getting the same kind of transition opportunities in this half as they did in the first half. UCLA has managed to create a slower game.
Cooper behind a board screen. MacLean cuts him off. Cooper for 3. Too hard. The long rebound run down by Chapman.
The long rebound has really been a factor in this ball game, but USC with their great quickness has just about gotten to every one of them.
Three-point shooting, of course, creates that. change direction by Matkins to the basket. Miner, what a play.
Matkins trying as hard as he can to stay with him, but that between the legs dribble and then nobody comes to help. Butler, I guess, difference this year is that they're 7-0 in games decided by 5 points or less.
That's what I was trying to say.
There you go. We got it.
Stepping in front of Sanders, race to the basket, forget it. Big sequence right there. Murray cranks it up from 3 and sticks it.
That was from NBA three-point range. Got to be careful. You can't be doing too much celebrating when you're playing against the UCLA Bruins with the kind of shooters that they have.
So, and down on the floor, away from the ball, is Cooper. Cooper writhing in pain.
And cut it to 4 or 3 with a three-pointer.
Tarver behind the MacLean screen all the way to the basket.
This is on the perimeter. The perimeter guys for UCLA cannot find MacLean when he's open.
Now he's open out front. And it's in and out. Second try, though, MacLean with the easy follow.
Nobody blocked him out. MacLean was the beneficiary of some good hustle. He went to the board and picked up the loose ball.
Murray saw him nicely. So again, a 4-point game. 2:45 remaining.
You know, MacLean has really struggled, but he has not stopped working in this basketball game.
Miner from the corner. And 2 Trojans there again for the offensive rebound. Difference in the game.
MacLean was there, but he was only 1, and the Trojans had 2. You know, the big guys for USC really have not been handling that pass from the guards. The guards are penetrating around, and unless it's Harold Miner, the other big fellas inside are really not handling the ball well. Boy, Tarver all over Cooper.
Cooper with the penetration, blocked by Murray, but he got him with a guard at the moment. 1 out of 2 for Cooper. Murray turned an ankle, and he is limping badly. And boy, is that bad news for UCLA. MacLean pulls up and sticks a 3. And they're going to have to get Murray out of the game. But so far, nobody is. Murray is still limping badly. And they should try to get it down low here because Boyd has got a real mismatch with Murray on one leg. And he's calling for the ball, but Cooper won't get it to him.
Well, I think Harold Miner against a good defensive player is still your better option.
And Miner with the penetration. Nice job by Butler. And Miner with the second try is up and good yet another time. And it was Boyd who made the basket. And here's Murray on the bad wheel. Pulls up for 3. Won't go. Butler gets the offensive rebound. Tyus Edney in traffic.
That was a tough shot. I think Edney was looking for somebody to pass it to, and nobody came open.
Boy, Murray is still hurting. Not limping as badly, but clearly hurting. And Miner wants a timeout. With 58 seconds left and a 4-point lead, USC with the ball. Timeout, UCLA and Will.
We've got a 2-possession game, so right now, if he makes this.
And he's short. Butler with a rebound, and now UCLA with a real opportunity. And clock not yet a factor. 40 seconds left.
Murray, what a play by Glenn!
Great play. Poked out of Murray's hands.
Now he's stuck. You ought to call a timeout.
Got a jump ball call. The possession arrow is USC. 1 out of 2. Now UCLA, they picked the dribble up, and that surprised me. Now Tyus Edney will get it across the timeline. Gets to Mitchell Butler. They'll let him take that. And he hits it off the front rim. Edney gets it back into the lane and has 2. 14 seconds left. Swept their first meeting down in Texas. Lost last night, however, to Houston. And they just get it in. And no foul yet. Finally, a foul called on Tyus Edney with 10 seconds left.
Basketball game at this point.
The first one is good. And Chapman gets them both. It's not over, but it's a long shot right now. Mitchell Butler to Tarver for the 3.
It's only a 2.
Edney underneath gets one of them. 2 seconds. They get a timeout.
Until it touches someone inbound.
And Tarver knocks it out of bounds. 0.4 of a second ticked off the clock.
Tarver with the foul against Harold Miner. They were prepared to go in this ball game.
Absolutely. And that will be that. 29 points for Harold Miner to go with 13 rebounds. That's a terrific win for the USC Trojans to beat UCLA twice in the same year.
The second time in 50 years that they've done it.
SC wins it 83-79, and they did it in most impressive fashion. Nothing fluke about it. The big player played the big game, and that man deserves the plaudits he will surely get. For Dan Bonner, I'm Barry Tompkins. Sports Center is next.
ESPN's NCAA basketball is brought to you by Subaru. It's what to drive. By Fujitsu, the global computer and communications company. Call 1-800-243-7046. By Midas, for mufflers, brakes, and shocks. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody. And by Nintendo. Get your daily dose of fun with Game Boy. Have you had your fun today?